So I just realized that I totally forgot to post updates after a certain point. That being said, look at this goddamn photograph. Like, this is some professional photography right here. Like, check this out, man. Like, shout outs to me, right? Like, this is pretty cool. We got the clouds and the sun poking through. You see the rays, right, just illuminating. You see the slight shadows just fucking stretching across the pave. This is a great photograph. I'm just, like, this is one of my best so far. But anyway, so yesterday was day 56 of the protests for Andrew Brown Jr. in the city of Elizabeth City. And overall, I would say yesterday was okay. I guess I stopped posting updates after a certain point because I just got carried away with what I was doing. But, I mean, nothing of note really happened. It's, worth talking about in this capacity on this segment. But either way, so we started at the public safety like we normally do. Now, again, I personally think we shouldn't do that, but hey, whatever. And we have a decent crowd, and so what we decided to do is go through some more neighborhoods. As you can see, we have a pretty good crowd. We're taking up a pretty good amount of the street there. And we go all the way down Road Street, and we go into and near the neighborhood where Andrew Brown was shot. And then we go and grab a bunch of people. Here we have another sign, a great sign. Tommy Wooten and Andrew Womble are the poster children for mediocre white men. Hashtag they must go. Hashtag justice for Andrew Brown Jr. We have another sign here. Show the tape on the video body camera. Sheriff's Department. There you go. I like all the colors there. I like signs. We need to get more signs out here. Seriously. Like, the signs are great for photography. And so we go through some of these neighborhoods chanting, get out of your house, get off of your porch, really good stuff. And we actually got a large amount of people that were getting out of their house, getting out of their porches, getting out of their cars, getting out of their fucking yards. And it was fantastic. We had a couple people that were a little creepy kind of walk with us for a little bit, but I mean, nothing really ended up happening. For the most part, we had a bunch of people walk with us that were super chill, super cool, super like happy to be here. And it was just like a really fun time for the most part. And then I stopped posting after we took a break because I just forgot about Twitter. So we took a break. I drank some water, and then we continued protesting. And so there is one thing. I don't have the video files on my computer because I didn't transfer them this morning because I forgot. But I will describe to you. There was one segment that I want to talk about where Lieutenant Daryl Felton, driving his unmarked SUV, drove like 30, 40 miles per hour, like turning in like it's hard to describe the dynamic here. But let's say that there's a curved road. Right? And then there's a road that connects to that curved road at a straight line, and you don't know what direction they're going to turn. They could turn left, right toward us, or they could turn right toward us, or they could turn left toward, open space. So we see this unmarked, right, just regular ass SUV speeding like 40 miles per hour down a residential street, right, approaching our road, freaks everyone the fuck out. We think we're all about to die. Whoops, it was Lieutenant Daryl Felton in his unmarked SUV. Forgot to turn my lights on. Whoops, I forgot. And so I went and asked him, hey, next time you come down barreling down the motherfucking road, can you have your lights on? He didn't respond to me, and he sped away. I'll get that video and I'll post it at some point. But I will say it freaked everyone the fuck out. Like, and again, this is a huge problem, and we've been telling the cops for the last week or so, we've been telling them, what's the deal with these unmarked cars and y'all never have your lights on? What's the deal? Right? Even Lieutenant Daryl Dumbfuck fucking Felton coming out here with his lights off. Seriously, we don't know who the fuck you are. In a split second, right? Oh, how am I supposed to go like, oh, right. That specific SUV that I see all over the place, that one's Daryl Felton coming to protect and serve. No, motherfucker, go fuck yourself. But again, that's really the only thing that I, feel that I need to note. The rest of the march, we just went back and, we walked a little slowly through some of the intersections. We held up traffic a little bit. We had a good time. And that was it. So, again, I'll, at some point, like I said before, I'm going to start doing more documentary kind of style coverage. at some point. So you'll see, like, what happened on day 56, part 2. Like, you'll see that at some point. But, nothing really super noteful happened. And again, I thought yesterday was a pretty decent day as far as like getting crowd sizes going. Again, we had some some interesting individuals walk with us. They were a little creepy, but it's not a huge deal. We are handling those situations. And again, I think that overall this has been pretty good. I think going through these communities and neighborhoods and getting people involved is a great thing, and it's very worthwhile. And it really, again, 56 days of protests, we're not going fucking anywhere, right? We're fast approaching to 60. Once you get to 60, it's not a far cry from 70. Once you get to 70, it's not a far cry from fucking 365, right? And so I'm just letting y'all know this isn't stopping, right? And so we go through neighborhoods so that we can tell people every single day, the same time, same place, And, the crowds have been growing, actually. We haven't had, I think the last time we had a small crowd was, maybe last week. So far this week, we've had very good showings basically every single day, and I'm super satisfied with that. And so I just wanted to say that, shout outs to Elizabeth City. We're doing what needs to be done. And it's going really well. And, yeah, good shit. And again, I am going to be working on more documentary-style coverage, but that's going to be a medium-term project. So don't expect any sort of finished products for at least a month, potentially longer. And then once I get the ball rolling, once I get a format, really the hardest part is getting the format, getting the footage together, right? But once that's done, I can easily plug and play, and then we can go from there, and then that kind of stuff. So, but again, this stuff has been very good. It's been a very, very, very nice thing to see. Having a town that you live in just kind of come together in moments of crisis is super. It's and when crisis strikes and everyone stays inside and is scared, that doesn't help anyone. When crisis strikes and everyone comes together working on preventing the crisis from ever happening again, that's a huge win. And again, it's just about that community solidarity, and it's super important. God bless everyone involved, really. It's really good stuff, so. Was that the day with the pouring rain when we didn't have that many people? Yes. We'll see what happens when it rains again, right? But, we'll see. But either way, that's going to be my show for today, I think.